Hello there. Welcome to this altcoin daily with Bitcoin Gorilla, where we are constantly jumping on different altcoin, two or three altcoin daily, deciphering them, telling you what we are seeing using simple price action. What price we see these coins going next to. And today we are dealing with no other coin but what? SafePal SFP. Before the end of this video, you're going to know where SFP is likely going next in 2022, what you should expect. Remember, all our analysis are higher time frame. We use weekly chart. This is why you need patience while this our analysis play out. Now, remember, this is no financial advice. This is just us sharing our free opinion. And if you do find it entertaining, please give me a thumbs up so that we'll grow. We're a new channel. We're trying to grow and support by joining and subscribing so that you get notification. Maybe the next altcoin could be the one on your portfolio. You could get an opinion of what we think about that altcoin. Or if we've not made any analysis yet and you have an altcoin you want us to work on, just drop it in the comment section and I will definitely make a video on that altcoin. Now, the for us to start, we first have to understand what is SafePal. Now, according to CoinMarketCap, SafePal is what? Is a cryptocurrency wallet launched in 2018, right? This cryptocurrency wallet has both hardware and software. The good thing about this cryptocurrency wallet is the first cryptocurrency wallet that is being backed and invested in by Binance. I don't know if you know Binance, the trading exchange, right? Now, SafePal support numerous popular crypto assets in addition to popular tokens on the Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, and Tron blockchain. Now, most wallets don't support these altcoins, right? Except you have a wallet that support this altcoin. If you're using blockchain doesn't support all this altcoin. Now, this particular wallet support it, and the good thing is it does not, you do not have to compromise your trading. Like when you want to sell, when there's a sudden dump you want to sell, if you're using this wallet, it is connected to Binance, so it's easy for you to sell your coin, trade at any time without having to move the coin from one point to another. Now, that's most of the challenge we have, right? When you are having a very volatile market that is dumping or something, and you want to exit in a trade, and you have your coins maybe stored in blockchain or any other wallet, you find it hard. You need to move the coin to an exchange for you to make this transaction, and sometimes before you could do that, before confirmation of your transaction and all that, time has gone and the dump has taken a lot of profit or chunk of your money away. Now, this particular wallet is connected to Binance, where you can all you need to do is slot in and you sell on an instant without needing to transfer anything. So this makes this wallet quite different from every other hardware wallet out there. Now, since the launch of this coin has 10 months ago made an all-time high. That's around February, right? 2021, an all-time high of 4.239 um price range. That's where it hit, right? But since then, this coin has dropped almost negative 55%, almost by 55%, because it has now dropped to currently is trading at 1.95. And from the history, it also shows that the all-time low it has ever met is 6 months ago around 0.27 what 11. Now let's go to the chart and see what this is all about. And you can see that from what we just saw now, that the all-time high was around this range, right? And the all-time low was around this range. So we have the major support and resistance, and we can see that this coin is kind of stuck in a sideways movement. So I'm going to get my support and resistance, and that is what I'm getting now. These lines are area of pure rejections that I'm seeing on the chart that are quite obvious. Now there's a lot of those areas. I can see them. Okay, so these are the most obvious ones. Now the next thing I want to do is employ my box strategy. Like I I use the Bitcoin Gorilla box strategy. So I have contained everything that has happened in the box, right? So the next thing I want to do is find the support and resistance of my box. And I can tell you the first resistance area of this box is around here. Now I'm going to change the color of that. Now, if you know all this drawing, you can skip, right? So that you can just go straight to where the full analysis start. But if you're new and you want to learn this strategy, I think it's good to stick by and see how I am going to arrive at why I am saying what I'll be predicting by the end of this video. You're going to get to know the price. We're doing it together, so I'm not telling you ahead of time. So as you can see, we've gotten the support and resistance, right? So the next thing I want to do is go to daily chart. I want to see how this chart looks like, because we don't have the charts is in a sideways market, right? And you know what sideways market is? We see this movement, right? You can see price has not gone anywhere and it's just stuck in an area. So what next should we expect from this coin? I see that I can still make more box. I can still get another box right here. I can tell you price is being contained in this particular range. You can see I think I have equal move of this range and this range, right? Very almost equal, right? So I take note of that. So this new box that I've gotten, I want to give it another color. Now this strategy is developed by Bitcoin Gorilla, so trust me, you're not going to find it out there. If you want to learn about this strategy, I have a team of a registered academy, and also as well as a community of traders that trade this strategy with me. We are called Makaveli traders. Now, this strategy, you don't just trade with me, you trade everything I trade. I trade Bitcoin futures, I trade crypto futures as well. And this strategy is exactly meant for futures trading. If you're into futures, this strategy is going to help you in a lot of ways. It will reduce FOMO, especially that is the major reason for this strategy. It helps you know exactly when to enter and exit a trade. And as well as FOMO, it helps you control FOMO, right? So if you want to learn about this strategy, what I do is I give 3 months intensive trading training on Zoom. And the good thing about that 3 months intensive training is that it's a one-time access. There's no recurring payments, there's no yearly or monthly anything now. And you're going to get video. You're going to have videos, classes are recorded in videos, as well as you're going after the live training you're going to have with me, you're going to have access to the video materials, you're going to have access to over 50 plus what trading books that I read, right? I give access to library to all my traders. It's a family. You have access to everything that made me where I am. And the good thing about this joining the family is you trade trades with me. I call the trade that I trade. I call my stop loss. I call my entry. I tell you what I'm exiting. I tell you what I'm taking profit. You take profit with me. So you literally ride with me on daily basis in all my trade. And not just that, you will be able to start creating your own signals, because that is the point. We don't give signals. What we do is we train you how to create these signals yourself, right? That's what Makaveli traders do. If you want to know about more about Makaveli traders, I'm going to leave the link uh, under this video. You can either join us free, our free channel on Telegram, or you can visit the website if you want to join the VIP access. Now you can see, let's go back to the chart. Now what I'm seeing here obviously is like I have two bias line that are found, obviously each of them having two touches. Now to get a bias line, you know that I need the minimum of two touches, so 1 and 2, right? But we are yet to get a 3, and they started another. Now I can tell you this second one, the first one I draw is a daily chart trend line. This second one is an intraday trend line. That's 4 hours, right? So you can see the 4 hours has a beautiful. Let's zoom in so that we make sure we're getting this very well, right? So I can tell you that I have a clean 3 touches, right? Beautiful 3. Look at, there's one here. We started from here, one, and there's 2 here, and there's 3, and actually there's actually 4, right? So beautiful 4 touches. This price has respected this line so far, but the question is, how far can they sustain this? Because now they've hit the line 4 times, and the more you hit a support, the likely that support is going to break. Now on the other hand, the second trend line only have 2 touches, which means chances are high that this price could return to it. So what are the chances now? Now if you look at my box, let's see if we're going to get a seller's line. Is it possible that we get a seller's line that this sellers have been really shorting this coin with? Now I see the first broken seller's line was here. This was we're having a complete review of the price to be able to tell us what we'll get in the future, right? So we can see that there's a complete breakout here, you can see the reaction was quite something, right? A complete breakout here, and then a return to retest, right? But the retest didn't touch this line, right? The retest ended right here. The question is, it returned back, and again, it has come back. So where is this coin actually going now? Because they look very confused, these buyers. They keep going up and down, and it's normal in every market. It's called consolidation or sideways movement. Now, what is the cause of this consolidation? Now, consolidation always happen when there is equilibrium between buyers and sellers. It just means that supply is equal to demand. The amount of people who are buying is almost equal to the amount of people that are selling. So by you find these orders canceling themselves. Remember, for price to move, it takes buyers and sellers. And for price to move up, buyers must overcome sellers. There have to be more people buying than less people selling, right? There has to be less people selling, more people buying. That way price will move up, more demand. Now, in a situation where you have more people selling than more people are buying, price will start going down. So when you have a lot of people taking profit and a lot of people shorting the market will struggle to go up, and you find situation of things like this happening. So that is the situation of what they call consolidation or sideways movement, or you can also call it what um yeah, consolidation and sideways. That's the two easy word I can use for you right now. So now that we've gotten at the seller's line, can we even actually see another seller's line? Because if I try to draw this seller's line, I see that there's a possible second seller's line. Remember, they've already been rejected twice. So I can now say I'm developing. At this point, this particular one is useless to us because it's been broken, right? So we can see that there's a second seller's line that has 3 touches. Yes, this one is another touch. The reason being that it got instantly pulled back, that it has entered and touched the support of um our area. Now, what is this telling me? This is telling me that I have something that looks like what a triangle forming, right? So I have a triangle. Now, a triangle is is a formation that take a sideways formation that has the shape of a triangle, but the difference, there's another one that looks like a triangle. It's called a pennant, but it's not a triangle. The two difference is a pennant happens within a short period of time and then break out, minimum maximum of 3 months, right? A pennant breakout within 3 months. The difference between a pennant and a triangle is that a triangle take a longer time, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. It takes a longer time to actually break out. That is what a triangle is. And in our situation, this has lasted over 10 months, right? And it's still within this triangle, telling you that we are having a clear triangle happening. Now, the point is, how long before this triangle break out? Now, at this point, where I'm saying is there are two chances of what is going to happen. Yeah, price can either move up or down, and I like giving equal view to both parties, both sellers and buyers. I am both seller, I am both buyer. You are both seller and you're both buyer. Because if you buy, you have to sell. If you sell, you have to buy. That's how trading is. So you have to give them equal consideration. So first, I'm going to consider what the bulls can do. After then I can consider what the sellers can do. Now, in terms of what the bulls can do, at the point where price is, the bulls have no choice but to pull back. They have no choice but to pull back because there's no visible support in the area where they are. The area where they are trading is there's no support. The first support that I see that could hold it is from this point, right? This zone. This is the first support area around that 1.7 all the way to 1.3. This area is the support of this box, right? So the good thing about the support of this box is this trend line is obviously going to get broken, but I have to be open minded, right? Because obviously they've touched it 4 times, like we discovered. But what are the chances they are going to hold? The chances is they could come right here and then bounce again, and then get rejected, and then bounce again, and then try here again. That's the first move they could take. The reason why this is like this is because of this consolidation. So I don't expect a clear one move from them, right? Now, the second one option they could take is a better support, which is right here. A better support is right here. So they could move like this, and then move like this, right? This is quite an easier move for them, because once they are able to enter this zone, the falling won't be that hard, right? There is a support around this zone. Now, at worst case scenario, there could be a stop loss hunt that will dive them down to this point. But I don't. I think, okay. Let me not consider the worst case scenario. Let me finish considering the boost, because the worst case scenario will be considering the strength of the BS. But now in this situation, the buyers have no choice but to pull back. So there is definitely a pullback that is pending, right? This pullback gets to this point. There could be a mini bounce. There could be a mini bounce to this point, or it could just dive down. It depends on the demand. Remember, supply and demand. And these areas are areas of demand, right? Our support. These area are area of supply, right? That is why it went down here, right? And you can see going down here, going down here, going down here. These are all area of supply. This is area of supply. This is area of demand. You can see price what, when price moving up from it, moving up from it. Now this is area of demand. Now knowing all this area, it just tells me that I need to be a little patient with SafePal if I am trading SafePal, because SafePal could take a dive. But here's the thing: if SafePal either stops at this 1.2 area or 1.7, between this range, there will be a bounce. Not there could be, there will be a bounce. It depends on the demand. If demand couldn't hold it and the sell-off continue, now what could cause this sell-off to continue? Now, considering the bears, right, the sellers, the thing that could make this sell-off continue is that this, of course, is going to come as low as here, right? Now, what could extend it to this point could be a reaction to Bitcoin. If Bitcoin continue to dump, I know one thing for sure is that most altcoin will react. So we could see a reaction to 0.8 or $1 a range, right? That is the worst case scenario. Or let's just not deceive ourselves and say 0.6, because there's a lot of support really laying down in this area that I don't really see it breaking below this particular low at this point in 2022. But I do see a pullback coming now, depending on how much money enters SafePal or how much money leaves SafePal. I do see this coin actually making a move. But once it's able to sustain a support, I do see these bulls actually taking their way all the way up. So SafePal again is going to see $4 to $5 in 2022. But when, I cannot actually tell you, because it's going to take a lot of patience. The reason being, this pattern is something that takes time to break out. They don't break out of this pattern easily. Since I've been trading, I know one thing about rectangle: it takes a long time to break. But here's the good thing: before a rectangle breakout, there could be a stop loss hunt, right? And that could be the thing that would drive the move to this point, right? It moves like this. The stop loss hunt will clear all those buying here, buying here, buying here, and end up here. At worst case scenario, it clears this, and end up here, right? Right? It ends up here and price move. But I do see price really retesting this point. It's going to need a lot of patience, and it's going to be more like you invest in this for a long time. And I do see Bitcoin pulling back some in 2022, and I do see this altcoin reacting. But some way, somehow, this particular altcoin is going to find its way up to that, to retest that 3.9 area. But first, it has a lot of war to conquer, because going up is not going to be an easy task right now for this coin. It's facing a lot of challenges, and you can see the reaction has not been pretty good, right? So it means it needs a very strong demand zone to move, right? The current demand zone is on, it could hold it, but if the sell-off passes, I do see this point. Now, I remember Bitcoin Gorilla. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. This strategy is coming from Bitcoin Gorilla and no any other place. If you want to learn it, you want to join Makaveli Traders. It's a one-time access for a lifetime trading with Bitcoin Gorilla. You get to trade with me. Not just that, I train you, I give you access to all the materials, and we have a website, we have student dashboard. Each class comes with a video, each video comes with a quiz, each quiz you have to pass, and at the end of it all, you get a certificate from us. And not just that, you are going to be part of the family. It is a registered academy, and trust me, we are going far, because it's a family. We get to trade for life, right? This, we are not after your money, we are after building traders that can conquer this crypto market using simple price action, and we want to do it as a family. Thank you for watching. I remain Bitcoin Gorilla. For more information about Makaveli traders, I'm going to leave it in the link under this video. If you want to join our free channel, join us on Telegram where you get updates free. Thank you. Happy trading. Give me a thumbs up if you find this entertaining.